Hey, welcome back, and we're getting ready for game number 24 of the 57th annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Fifth place game between the host team, the Bloomfield Wildcats, and the Twin Rivers Royals. I'm Ed Gargis alongside my good friend Terry McVeigh, and welcome back. So, Terry, should be a pretty interesting matchup. Twin Rivers, is the higher seed, but Bloomfield day one, a 22-0 run to come back and put and get a win against a very capable Saxony Lutheran team to get into that championship bracket. Then of course, ultimately they lost, and now here they are playing for fifth place, coming in as a number 12 seed. But big crowd here, Twin Rivers fans. They travel really well, and of course the home team, they're always going to get the crowds out as well.
And this is the last night of the Bloomfield tournament. And a lot of the basketball fans from the area, even though they don't have may not have any team affiliations, they're going to come here to watch this because it's such a great atmosphere to be at. You're talking about the Bloomfield Wildcats. You know, they come in as a 12 seed. They defeated Saxony the first night, and we've been able to watch how they've grown as a team. It's really fun to do in these four-game tournaments to watch a really young team grow. And the last game against Malden, they trailed most of the game. Then with about 4 seconds left, Mitchell hits 2 free throws and tie it up. They go into overtime against Malden and just dominate the overtime and win by 12.
Absolutely. We're getting ready to see or announce the starting lineups here. Looks like the home team will be Bloomfield Wildcats. They'll be in white.
Bloomfield will be the home team. For Bloomfield, Nathan Newell, who has been deadly from the free throw line, especially in the fourth quarter of this tournament. Tim Fox hit a big three the other night in the fourth quarter for Bloomfield.
Yes, he did.
Noah Vandiver has really had a great tournament. He's been had a good season. He's a 6'3" sophomore. And Tristan Mitchell, the 6-foot senior, who's hit some really big shots. Alex Gibbs moved into the starting lineup. He didn't start the first night, but he's earned his way into the starting lineup. 6'1" freshman. Jay Swirly, the 6 feet junior for Twin Rivers. Nathan Watson, a 5'10" junior, gets the start. Eric Ray, the usual leading scorer for Twin Rivers. 6-foot postman, very clever around the basket. Mason Douglas, the 6-foot junior. And Seth Snyder will be getting the 6'4" junior. And something that you had mentioned before we came on the air, Ed, there's going to be a pretty good battle between Seth Snyder and Noah Vandiver.
Hey, also, before we tip off, we want to remind everybody, let us know what you think. Give us a tweet at SEMO Sports Zone, and then a hashtag BCT13, or send us an email at sports@semosportszone.com. We'll give out appropriate shout-outs to all appropriate comments, but we love to hear from you. And thanks again for watching. We're getting ready here for the tip.
And before we get started, I've got a trivia question. If anybody wants to, since we're going to be interactive, name 3 players that have played in this tournament that are now on the rosters of Division I college football programs or in the NFL. I can name 3 of them. So
okay.
Give us your answers.
3 players, former Bloomfield Christmas Tournament players now in the NFL.
Either NFL or Division I college.
Okay, all right. Douglas with the ball, hands off to Watson. Watson over to Worley. Skip pass to Douglas. Looking at Ray down low, but he'll bring it out top to Watson. Guarded by Gibbs. Douglas guarded by Fox. Snyder. That Snyder Vandiver, you said it. I'm anxious to see this matchup. There's a shot, no good. Rebound, Vandiver. And Gibbs, you said he's a freshman. He earned his way onto this starting lineup, but a lot of youth out there on both sides of the ball, so it's promising. And there we go. Nice give and go. Vandiver with the lay-in to start the scoring.
And Vander's been big at both ends of the court. He's 6'3" guy, but gets a lot of rebounds.
Watson drives up and back. He's fouled. I believe that's going to go against number 4. Nope, got to go against. They called a charge on Nathan Watson.
Called the charge on Watson.
So a good job on Gibbs getting his position.
Gibbs holding his ground. Both teams starting in the man-to-man.
Gibbs give back to Vandiver. Couldn't handle it. Turnover. Back to the Royals.
Good idea.
Watson bring the ball down. Guarded by Gibbs. Over to Douglas. Guarded by Fox. To Ray. Guarded by Mitchell. There's Worley. For 3. Count it. He's got a quick shot, and he's not afraid to shoot it.
Hell, he shouldn't be. That was a good play to have him step out front and had the open 3.
Newell, I believe I heard him yell glass. They may not have picked it up on TV.
But I saw him. I saw him make the hand signal that he called that one.
Really wouldn't matter if he did or he didn't. It's still going to count.
Still 3 points.
And now we got a reach in here as they got the ball down to Ray. Foul's going to be on Mitchell, Tristan Mitchell, his first. Team foul number 1 as well. Try to inbound to Ray. Good defense there by Mitchell. Policed up by Vandiver. Handed off to Gibbs to bring it up the court. Fox now. Back to Vandiver. Gets the defense off their feet. Won't roll, though. Watson polices it up. Douglas. Watson. Worley. Newell coming out a little bit further on the defense this time. Vandiver. Douglas for 3. Count it. Newell working against Douglas. Gibbs working against Watson. Give and go there. Nice. And the finish by Newell. Or Mitchell, excuse me.
That's twice they've run the give and go, and that time it worked for the layup.
Douglas to Ray. And the big guy gets a 3.
I said he's clever around the basket, but he's not too bad from the top of the key either.
Vander back to Mitchell. Good looking play there. The Royals collapsed 3 guys down on Vandiver. Tristan made the move toward the bucket. There he was.
Yeah, I like
the
way Bloomfield's moving without the ball.
Charge is going to be on Watson, his second. He'll get a break as number 1, Zach Underberg, and number 10, Chance Wilkerson, come in for the Royals. Wilkerson, another freshman. So 2 freshmen here in the ball game. Underberg, another one for the Royals that can shoot the 3. Newell working against Douglas, out to Fox. Gibbs drives the baseline and gets the bucket as he was fouled, so he'll go to the line, attempt the traditional 3. I believe the foul went, yes, did. A good chance, Douglas or Wilkerson, his first.
Gibbs is one of those players that you see that we've been able to see mature over the 4 days of this tournament.
Count it. So that's one thing, Terry, I told you, talking between games, Nate, my little guy, he was a 7th grader this year and got to play team ball representing the school for the first time. But a lot of us parents, and there's many more watching the games now that notice that that's middle school level when they start playing for the school and they're able to practice every day, just the level of advancement. Well, then carry that up one more level now to, the high school level and getting 4 games in 5 days. Somebody like an Alex Gibbs, that's just going to bring that experience level and that maturity so much quicker this early into the season to those guys.
You play 4 games in 4 days, and you can see what your team has. You see who's going to be able to play. You see what the benches get. Just by the end of the tournament, the benches get a little bit shorter, and you're able to see who's going to do what for you. It's a good way for your team to kind of come together.
You bet, eh? And we got a timeout, and but we kept it right here. We're getting the ugly look from the producer over there for not recognizing our sponsors. But we want to thank people like Terry here, his law firm, helping bring the games out here today, and people like Barry Aycock down at Ag Explorer, and Charlie Flanagan and Ben Worley assisting and bringing the games, and we're honored to be able to be here with YHC and bring all 26 games of the tournament to you live.
There's a walk.
So turnover by the Royals. No, nothing makes coaches happier to see a turnover coming out of a timeout. So we won't talk about it.
Well, they designed, they designed the play to work a certain way, and then just take an extra step.
Short, policed up by the Royals as number 20 Middlestad is in for the Royals. And
Ray showing his strength underneath.
There. Oh, nice pass there. Douglas won't get the roll. Middlestad the rebound. Back up, won't go. Middlestad rebound, still won't roll, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Middlestad's just a sophomore.
Foul on number 25. That's going to be Jacob Clary, who snuck into the game he didn't technically snuck in. He checked into the ball game for the Wildcats coming out of that timeout. And I see Seth Snyder up for the Royals. So he'll come back in after getting a short break. And Douglas will get a break now. Middlestad good on the second. 1-point ball game. 2:53 to go in the first. And there we saw Clary loses footing. He stood up with the ball.
Newell's coming in for Tim Fox. Newell, the sophomore, Fox, the senior, both starters.
Underberg now working against Gibbs. Over to Wilkerson, guarded by number 24, Battles. Ray, Worley, back to Ray. Hands, we got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Royals. Ray a little upset that he allowed the ball to get tied up there and failed to look at the possession arrow.
Yeah,
he's ready to go back down to the defense and return the favor.
He's not used to anybody being on time, and he has very strong hands, and you can see that when he gets the ball underneath, that he's strong and he has strong hands. And it's hard for somebody to tie a guy like that up.
Referees conferring with the official scorekeeper Tabor. I think they just wanted to make sure possession arrow was correct. Since we can't hear exactly what they're saying, we're going to say this was the case.
I think they were talking about the possession arrow. I think that was being questioned by Coach Carnes.
Ray, double team, spin, loses the handle. There he goes back up. There you go. Those strong hands you were talking about, Terry. Middlestad fouled on the way up. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2 more. Foul on Tristan Mitchell. number 34, his second. 3 team fouls on each team now.
Probably going to send Mitchell to the bench for a while. You don't want him to get any more fouls, especially here in the first quarter. Probably going to be out probably middle part of the second quarter.
And number 25, Jacob Clary in for Mitchell. Gibbs now as Royals come out press. Vandiver finds Clary underneath, won't get the roll. Out of bounds off Ray. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
That was good control by Bloomfield. They weren't content just to get the ball past the half court. They attacked the basket and had the good shot at it.
Clary, I think he was touched there by Underberg. We'll see who they call the foul on as he was double teamed. And the foul does go against Zach Underberg, and Clary will go to the line to shoot 2. 2:03 to go here in the first quarter, tie ball game. A little strong. Tim Fox checks back in for the Wildcats as Alex Gibbs will get a breather.
One thing Bloomfield's done very well in this tournament is shoot free throws, especially in the fourth quarter.
Good looking shot that time by Clary. And number 41, Austin Bond, 6-foot sophomore, checks in for the Wildcats.
Bloomfield's coming out in the 1-2-2, about three-quarter zone press.
Wilkerson finds Ray underneath, working the baseline, off his feet. Good defense by Vandiver. Ray gets the rebound and back in for the bucket. Battles over to Fox. Gets it up front to Bond. Vandiver back to Battles. Battles guarded by Worley. Bond, Fox from the corner. Bring it back up top. Rocket pass. A little too hot for everybody there.
A little bit too hot for everybody. Good thing he didn't get his hands up there. We might have had an injured player. That's where the people three rows in the stands need to wear helmets.
Rebound Bond over to Battles, and he'll push the ball up the court. Newell in the corner finds Vandiver underneath. Triple team block. Out of bounds off Bloomfield, so the ball with 50 seconds will go to Twin Rivers Royals. Coach Benson talking to his Royals as they bring the ball up, or down the court, I guess it is. Wilkerson finds Middlestat. Stolen by Battles. Contact on the play, though, and so foul's going to be on Zach Underberg, his second.
That was good hustle by Battles because it looked like Twin Rivers just going to go back, touch the ball, get the backcourt violation and get the ball to Bloomfield. Battles saw the opportunity to maybe get a breakaway. Good heads-up play.
Zach Underberg picks up a quick second foul as here in the first quarter. That brings Mason Douglas back in for the Royals. 30 seconds to go. Newell. Gibbs. Fox.
Looks like Bloomfield's going to be content to look for the last shot. Probably go into their offense with about 10 seconds.
Clary now gets Seth Snyder off his feet and the foul. So Clary again will shoot for the three-point play. It's Coach Benson talking to Snyder, saying there's no reason to leave your feet on that. You have a height advantage.
Good play by Clary to take it right to him. Here was 7.6 seconds left in the first quarter.
Clary now checks back in for Snyder. Won't go. Rebound Middlestat. To Worley. Looks up, checks the clock.
Time to get a shot off. Shoots the three.
Pulled up for the three. No good. So at the end of one, 15-14 in favor of the Wildcats. We'll take a break and we'll be back.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
Right here. Hold on one sec.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great.
And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Deposit your check here. Or here. Or even there. Deposit your check wherever you are with First Midwest Bank's new mobile deposit. Just tap, snap, deposit. It's that simple. New mobile deposit from First Midwest Bank, serving the communities we call home.
And we're back. So we're up here telling stories. Not necessarily suitable or not, or maybe suitable for TV, but we'll share it with you another time.
I didn't hear anything bad.
Yeah. Ball will be with the Wildcats to start the second quarter. Vandiver inbound to Gibbs.
Twin
Back to
Rivers
Newell.
off the
Vandiver.
inbounds
Fine.
coming off its zone.
Fox loses the handle. Picked up by Vandiver. Gets it over to Wilkerson. Chase. Worley. Drives. Won't go. Rebound Ray. Drug that step just a little bit as he was worked to get the defense off their feet and then go up, but moved to plant foot in the process. Gives over to Fox. Down low to Vandiver. Nice pass. Good defense there by Snyder.
That's the matchup you pointed out early before the game, that Snyder versus Vandiver matchup.
Vandiver, I think, has an inch in height, but otherwise about the same size, weight-wise, and similar play style. So Worley for three, long. Gives with the rebound, pushes it up to Newell. Gets around Worley, won't go, and rebound Ray. Worley now, Snyder, Douglas, and down to Ray, guarded by Bond. Douglas, Wilkerson for three. Rebound Bond. Gibbs to bring the ball up for the Wildcats. Vandiver polices it up. And he's fouled on the layup, so he'll go to the line. I believe that foul is going to go against Seth Snyder. Caught on 24, Mason Douglas.
Yeah, going to be on Douglas. That's the 17th foul on Twin Rivers. That's going to put Bloomfield into the bonus for the rest of this half.
Vandiver gets the roll. And Zach Underberg will check in for Jace Worley. Douglas now spins to Ray, spins up, and he's fouled by Bond. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Ray has 5 in the first quarter. First trip to the line.
A little long on the free throw. gets the second.
Twin Rivers back in their 2-2-1 zone press. About a three-quarter pressure. Double teaming the ball out front and it works.
Newell lost it. Ball batted out of bounds by Fox. And Tyler Battles checks in for Newell, Nathan Newell. Underberg misses a three, gets his own rebound. Out to Wilkerson to Douglas, and Douglas for three. Won't go. Wilkerson rebound shot. Count it. Battles. Gibbs for three. Nice looking shot right there by Battles. Or excuse me, by Gibbs.
Alex Gibbs now has 6 in the game. Again, he just, since last Thursday, Alex Gibbs has really come of age.
Defense there by Gibbs. Gets in just a little too close. Call for the foul. His first. Now 5 team fouls against the Bloomfield Wildcats. Underberg inbounds to Douglas. Back to Underberg. Wilkerson working against Gibbs. Douglas working against Fox. Finds Underberg. Worley a step back. Won't get the roll. Rebound Vandiver.
I was watching the battle between Vandiver and Snyder that time. Both of them were banging each other pretty good.
Steal there by Snyder. Tipped it to Underberg. Clary, I believe, going to be called for the block. He is. His second. And for Twin Rivers, we see Andrew Middlestat, number 20, check in for Seth Snyder. And Nathan Newell checked back as well as number 32, Austin Battles, checks in for the Wildcats.
Looks like Twin Rivers is going to try man pressure this time. Good job of Newell to dribble up against it.
Vandiver working against Middlestat. Finds Battles in the corner. Won't go. That time Middlestat had position, and Vandiver tried to catch the ball or swat the ball in the air, and a little too much contact.
Yeah, that's the kind of foul you really don't want your bigs to commit. You're away from the basket. You're not. The other player has Middlestat had good position, and he just went over the top of him.
Yep. And we got timeout Wildcats, 30 seconds. We'll be back.
What is your emergency? Need assistance at County Road 61 and Highway 9. Help is on its way.
Clear! There's a better way to jumpstart your soil back to health. Apply Endzone to protect and increase nitrogen efficiency without killing bacteria. Apply Prevent to increase phosphorus availability and reduce fixation. Better yet, use them both to get more from your fertilizer investment and see higher potential yield. Ag Explorer, your prescription for healthy soil.
That way we
Are we back? Yes, we are. So with 4 minutes to go, we got a 3-point ball game, and Andrew Middlestat at the line for the Royals.
One thing about both of these teams, and this is typical of both Twin Rivers and Bloomfield teams, that they're very sound fundamentally. You see them get good position on the rebounds. You see them get good position on defense.
Newell working against Wilkerson still. Out to Vandiver. Over to Tyler Battles. Back to Vandiver. Clary. Tyler Battles now. Pulls up at the free throw line. Does not get the roll. Middlestat with a rebound. Douglas pushes it up to Worley. Chase Worley did a good job there using his body to free up shooting space and gets the floater from the baseline. Austin Battles gets it out to Clary, to Newell. Tyler Battles. Skip pass over to Newell. Clary in the corner. Pass stolen by Worley. Spins, shot short.
Yeah.
Ball out of bounds off Worley, so Bloomfield will bring the ball down. Fox, Gibbs, Bond back in the ball game for the Wildcats. Tyler and Austin Battles will get a break, as well as Clary, Jacob Clary. Bond, Gibbs. There, Vandiver blocked from behind.
How about Middlestat with a nice block? Vandiver made a good move to split the defense, but Middlestat was there behind him to get the block.
Ray, no call either time.
Ray's coming out of that one limping. He's favoring the left ankle.
Nice drive by Mason. Douglas won't go, but the putback by Andrew Middlestat. So the 6'2 sophomore having a pretty impressive first half.
I think Middlestat's played a good game on both ends of the court. He's been rebounding well, defending well. Scored 5 points.
Gibbs to Fox. Fox will bring it back out. Over to Bond, down to Newell. Tries to go inside. Bond gets it. Newell.
There's Middlestat.
Andrew Middlestat anticipating the pass, seeing Vandiver coming across.
Now both teams are moving pretty well without the ball, but then the defense is being active too.
Underberg back in the ball game as Watson will get a break. And Snyder back in, and Ray gets the sit. He's still favoring that ankle just a little bit. Gibbs to Newell. Back to Gibbs. Stolen.
Good hustle by Chance Wilkerson.
Snyder unable to police the ball up. Looked like he had an idea of what he wanted to do with it when he got it.
Well,
just failed to get it.
Well, I think he wanted to move before he got the ball. Just a little bit quick.
Newell loses his footing. Middlestat gets it to Wilkerson. One-on-one against Vandiver. Gets Vandiver off his feet.
Down it.
And gets the lay-in. And Vandiver going to be called for the foul as Wilkerson to go to the line.
And Wilkerson did a good job getting Vandiver up in the air, then going right into him.
2 fouls now against Noah Vandiver. Clary a check in for Vandiver.
And you don't want Vandiver to get his 3rd foul here in this first half.
And Worley back in for Underberg for the Royals. Again, I want to remind everybody, let us know what you think about the game. Shoot us a tweet or send us an email. Tweet at SEMO Sports Zone Hashtag BCT13 or email sports@cmosportszone.com. Fox gets it out to Newell.
Hey, Bloomfield's looking for the last shot again. Again, they'll probably go into their offense about now.
Newell to Bond. Finds Fox underneath. Tries to get around Middlestat. Unable to do it. Loses the handle.
Lost the handle, I think. I think the Bloomfield faithful think
Save
it
the
ought
ball-
to be off of Twin
off of
Rivers, and it
Middlestat.
is. It was. I think that's the right call. It went off his foot.
Bond up, short. And at the half, we got a 3-point ball game with the number 6 seed Twin Rivers Royals on top of the number 12 seed Bloomfield Wildcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back with first half stats.
This game brought to you in part by Chris Brannon, your Dexter State Farm Agent, located at 912 North 1 Mile Road. Give him a call for a free quote on your auto, home, and life insurance needs. 624-1953. Chris Brannon wishes good luck to all this year's teams. And Doffer's Steakhouse in Dexter. Make a reservation for your New Year's Eve dinner with Doffer's in downtown Dexter. Dinner is from 4 until 10. Call for reservations. Live entertainment provided by Maggie Thorne, and it includes a 4-course meal. The meal has an option of an 11-ounce New York strip with shrimp, lobster thermidor, sea bass, or chicken marsala. Call for more details. 624-5100 to make your reservation today. This game brought to you in part by A-Plus Family Clinic in Portageville, located at 203 East 3rd Street in Portageville. Family nurse practitioner Lorna Turnage and the staff are there to serve you. Give them a call for your next appointment, 379-2100. And Delta Auto Parts and Salvage in Portageville, specializing in domestic car and light truck parts, located on Highway 61 North in Portageville. Go online to deltaautoparts.com. Colin Darty and his staff are there to serve you. Delta Auto Parts and Salvage in Portageville. And Butler Drugs in Portageville for all your prescription needs. Stop by at 222 East Main Street in Portageville or give them a call, 379-5469. Also a great destination for gifts and jewelry.
At Glen St. Kennett, we're always looking for new friends and customers. If you've never visited with us, we invite you to come by and get to know us. We have the best people in the business, from sales to parts to service. We want you to enjoy your experience. With all the GM lines and a lot full of used inventory and the lowest interest rates ever, we have a lot to offer. We want our customers to say, I like Glen St. Glen St., God bless our troops.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Just move this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
I chose Three Rivers College. They helped me find the financial aid I needed. Classes are close to home. I'm experiencing the college life I want.
With locations throughout Southeast Missouri and over 200 course offerings, including online courses, Three Rivers can help you earn a college or career technical degree.
I chose Three Rivers College. You should too.
Enroll today. Learn more at trcc.edu or call 877-879-8722. Three Rivers College. Success starts here.
Hi, I'm Cecil Weeks of Quality Center here in downtown Malden, where we've been in business since 1977. We have the best selection of Whirlpool and Maytag appliances. We also have the latest LCD, LED, and plasma high-definition televisions from LG and Sharp, as well as the finest furniture for your living room or bedroom. And don't forget, delivery is available. So come and experience the Quality Center Furniture and Appliance Store in downtown Malden.
At Glen St. GMC in Rector, we've been at the same location since 1954. At this location, we just had the GMC lines. That's why we're called the truck people. We had the all-new 2014 Sierras in stock, along with Acadias, Yukons, and Terrains.
My late grandfather, Glenn Sane, was always known as a top GMC dealer in the area, and we still receive top awards from GMC in sales and service, and that's something we're very proud of.
Glen Sane, God bless our troops.
Are you suffering from gradual hearing loss? Well, visit the Audibel Hearing Centers in Dexter and Poplar Bluff for the latest in hearing technology. Audibel offers the wireless range hearing aid featuring the latest noise reduction system and virtually eliminates buzzing and whistling. Combined with the all-new SurfLink Mobile, Audibel hearing aids can make it easier to enjoy TV, music, cell phone conversations, and more. No wires attached. Stop by for a consultation and receive a new Kindle tablet free with your hearing aid purchase. Experience hearing excellence with Audibel.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
Hey, welcome back. It's halftime of the fifth place bracket. We've got the number 12 Bloomfield Wildcats, the host team, down by 3 to the number 6 seed Twin Rivers Royals, 24-21 as you see on your screen there. Pretty good first half. Nobody really into foul trouble, Terry, and pretty balanced. I mean, Twin Rivers up by 3 now. I think Bloomfield may have had a 4-point lead at one time here in the first half, but pretty well back and forth. So it looks to set up for an exciting finish.
Yeah, and it just, you know, you look back over the years, this is a Twin Rivers Bloomfield game. I mean,
yes.
it's just a typical Twin Rivers Bloomfield game. Both teams play hard. They're both fundamentally sound. They play defense. They block out on the boards and they play close games. And this is just another Bloomfield Twin Rivers game, as we've seen so many times over the years.
Both teams showing a lot of substitution in the first half. We saw a lot of players work up a little bit of a sweat in this first half. So kind of letting both coaches see who's kind of feeling pretty good today and who may not be. It's setting up his fourth quarter lineup maybe. Well,
and Bloomfield, in that regard, Bloomfield has a little bit of a disadvantage. They have a shorter bench. They don't have as many players available as Twin Rivers, but Coach Carnes does a good job of playing about 8 players. He goes 8 deep, which is usually plenty. But he doesn't have he just doesn't have the whole lot of players available after that, or doesn't have, like he has one other player available on the bench. So that may tell something in the second half, especially here with fourth game in 4 days.
Just getting ready to comment on the same thing. While we did get yesterday off for Sunday, but like I said, it's still the fourth day of games out of 5. And so saving some legs for the fourth quarter here, obviously, today also.
Right, and that's something you know, that's just another thing you see in these, and I like these Christmas tournaments when you can play four games, because you get to see a lot of what you're going to see the rest of the year, and you're going to see who can do what in pressure situations. Let's run down. I mean, the scoring is usually you have somebody dominating, but in this case, it's pretty balanced on both sides, with Ray with 6, Middlestat, who gave some really quality minutes with 5, Worley with 5. Leading Vandiver, or Gibbs is leading for Bloomfield with 6. Vandiver with 5.
We've got a quick foul here on number 34, Tristan Mitchell.
That's his third. He picked up 2 quick ones and went to the bench early in the game. Yeah. Now he's going to have to go back to the bench.
11 seconds here into the second half.
And Tristan Mitchell's been a big part of Bloomfield's playing in this.
In the game Saturday, he was clutch down the line, playing some good defense without fouling. And although I think he played with 4 fouls, but then he hit some key free throws down the line and really helped seal the game there in the overtime period.
Well, he hit the 2 free throws with 4 seconds left to put the game into overtime. And he ended up with 15 points in that in the game.
Fox drives the baseline, and Scoop won't go, gets his own rebound, block. See if the block's going to go against Underberg or Ray, because there's call for the foul. It's going to be go against Ray. His first. As we'll see Fox at the line shooting 2.
Fox did a good job that time getting the rebound and taking it straight to Ray.
Good on the first. And the second. Underberg down to Douglas. He'll pull it back out as the defense got back quickly.
Good job of Bloomfield getting back to get back in the defensive position from that press.
So Underberg got the ball over to Watson. A little too much contact by Gibbs. So that'll be Alex's second. Watson picked up his second foul early in the second quarter and sat most of it. Or I believe he had 2 quickly in the first quarter and sat just about the entire rest of the first half. Did get in for a few seconds. Middlestat to Watson now. Gets down low to Ray, and he loses the handle.
Something you don't see Ray do too often is lose the handle of the ball. He has very good hands.
Fox working against Underberg. Clary to Fox. Newell down low.
Middlestat in this possession has done a very good job of keeping Vandiver away from the ball, at least underneath.
Fox from the corner. Count it. Good looking shot there. Good offensive set there by the Wildcats, staying patient, moving the ball around. Underberg comes in. Clary called for the block.
Clary's third.
Clary's third and 13 foul against the Wildcats this quarter, or this half, I guess I should say. And Underberg at the line. Gets the roll on the first. No need for a roll on the second, though.
No. Good rotation on that shot.
Gibbs working against Watson now. Over to Vandiver, down to Fox. Newell for three up top. Long won't go. Gibbs with the rebound. Gibbs spins. Won't go. Rebound Underberg. Douglas. Douglas going to be called for the charge. It's good defense there by Fox, hustling back and getting down, placing and planting himself on defense.
Very good defense by Fox. He was there, and Douglas was the aggressor. When you lower your shoulder, even if the defensive player might be not totally stationary, you're going to get the foul called on you.
Clary unable to handle the pass, but it was last tipped by the Royals off Douglas. Royals there in the 2-2-1.
They're playing the man out of the inbounds.
Up top to Gibbs, guarded by Watson. Now over to Clary. Fox. Clary drives.
Good ball fake by Clary.
Eric Ray, second foul.
And Clary got a little ball fake, head fake, and got Clary up and went around him. Ended up drawing the foul.
A little strong. We see Jace Worley, Seth Snyder, and Chance Wilkerson in for the Royals as Middlestad, Underberg, and Douglas will get a break. Rebound policed up by Worley. Spin move, head fake. Wilkerson gets the shot off, but
that was a very nice offensive play. But there's
double
Eric
fake
Ray.
there by Ray. Got Vandiver off his feet. Then to put in.
Get the ball down inside the Ray. He's going to figure out a way to score.
Newell. Vandiver goes up. Kind of had Snyder a little out of position, leaning forward. Draws the foul on the shot. That'd be 2 against Snyder.
Noah Vandiver has not scored in this quarter.
Until now.
Gets him 6 on the game.
It's usually a good way to break a non-scoring streak, as pointed out. And equally good way to break a scoring streak is to point it out.
That's true.
A little long on the second. Rebound Snyder. So he gets it over to Wilkerson. Pushes the ball up to Watson. And Watson stepped out of bounds. Good defense there by Alex Gibbs. Tyler, in for the Wildcats with the ball. Over to Vandiver, out to Fox. Finds Vandiver in the Vandiver again goes up. Snyder kind of has his arms hanging over, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, he got Snyder just a little bit out of position there again, like he did the last time down. He got Snyder out of position and got just about half a step on him, and which you're going to either score or draw the foul.
Seth to get him a break as Andrew Middlestad checks back in. And when you're playing the game, a lot of times you think you're straight up, but you're not.
But you're not. He wasn't vertical.
Vanderbilt good on both to give his Wildcats a 1-point lead.
Because
They'll
Vanderbilt
be in the 2-2-1 zone. Worley. Wilkerson thought about the three. Ray would take it. Little long rebound, Newell. He goes up, but Ray going to be called for contact.
That's 3 on Ray now. Newell's been pretty much automatic from the line in the second half of all these games. He scored 11 points in the last game, all from the free throw line.
Gets the roll on the first. Mason Douglas will check in for the Royals, and Ray will get a breather. Newell good on the second.
We have a good tweet from Jack McGowan. It's a question for me, and I don't know the answer, so I'll ask you all for some help. If any other 14th seeded team or lower to win the consolation championship in this tournament, hats off to Puxico, like Jack says. But if anybody knows the answer to that, give us an email or give us a tweet. We'd like to know the answer. Is that the calculation?
There, Douglas with the three to tie the ball game. And Newell for three, short. Rebound, Worley. Douglas to Watson, over to Wilkerson. Watson sees Douglas.
On the question that Jack McGowan had, we think maybe 4 or 5 years ago, Richland as a 16th seed may have won the consolation championship.
And Jace Worley with the roll there. And with that, Bloomfield calls timeout. We're going to take a break. You're watching the 57th Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament live on YHC.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
He's right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
And we're back. You guys at home watching can hear me a whole lot better when the mic's down to my mouth instead of up to my head. Battles. Won't go. Rebound, Wilkerson. Vanderbilt going to be called for the fouls. Be his third, I believe, Terry.
Yeah, he got a lot of ball. It is his third. He got a lot of ball. But when you come down and you bring your arm down, even if you get the ball, you're also going to get some arm, and you're going to get called for the foul.
Wilkerson good on the first.
He now has 5.
And Tristan Mitchell will check back into the ball game with 1:53 to go here in the third.
Tristan Mitchell in the game with 3.
Good on the second.
Is Chance Wilkerson 6 in the game.
Gets the ball across to Fox. Now to Newell. Guarded by Watson. Good help defense there by Worley. And Fox with a three-pointer, and then the steal, but policed up by Watson.
That's his second three of the quarter.
And Watson goes right around Newell, no call, and gets the layup. And we're going to have steps called. So the ball will go back to Twin Rivers with 1:17 to go here in the third quarter and a 3-point lead.
It's like both teams are trying to step up the pace just a little bit.
Wilkerson, nice head fake, split the defense.
That's one way to do it.
Scores it from the block. Tyler battles now. Fox. Found an Austin battle, just couldn't handle the pass.
Again, good off the ball movement by Bloomfield.
Austin battles now in the corner. Newell dumps it down to Mitchell, who kicks it out to Tyler battles. Out of bounds off Jace Worley, excuse me. Underberg in for Douglas for the Royals. Excuse me, in for Watson. Douglas thought he was going out also. Ball inbound to Newell, up top. 25 seconds to go.
Big possession for Bloomfield.
Fox for three, long. Rebound by Mitchell. Loses the handle. And Underberg. Coach Benson calls timeout with 16 seconds. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
What is your emergency? Need assistance at County Road 61 and Highway 9. Help is on its way.
Clear! There's a better way to jumpstart your soil back to health. Apply Endzone to protect and increase nitrogen efficiency without killing bacteria. Apply Prevent to increase phosphorus availability and reduce fixation. Better yet, use them both to get more from your fertilizer investment and see higher potential yields. Ag Explorer, your prescription for healthy soil.
And we're back there. You can see, go online, SEMO Sports Zone. Register to the poll there to tell us who you think's going to win the tournament. Now, granted, this time of the tournament versus, Thursday morning, a little bit different.
Yeah,
you can narrow it down to one of two teams, as you know who's going to be in the championship game now.
Yeah, your chances are pretty good of getting 1 out of 2 anyway.
Underberg won't go. Rebound by Tyler battles, and he was fouled, I believe, by Douglas. With 0.2 seconds to go, the 7th team foul now.
3 on Douglas. He has 3. Seth Snyder has 3. Eric Ray has 3.
So battles now. Going to go to the line, shoot the 1-and-1.
That's big break for Bloomfield to get that foul called. They have a chance to get 2 points that they otherwise wouldn't even had a chance to get a shot off. Makes the first.
Making the most of his opportunities here. Short. And so after 3, we got a 4-point ball game. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back.
I chose Three Rivers College. They helped me find the financial aid I needed. Classes are close to home. I'm experiencing the college life I want.
With locations throughout Southeast Missouri and over 200 course offerings, including online courses, Three Rivers can help you earn a college or career technical degree.
I chose Three Rivers College. You should too.
Enroll today. Learn more at trcc.edu or call 877-879-8722. Three Rivers College. Success starts here.
And welcome back. We hear the buzzer again. See at the top of your screen the Royals coming out onto the court. Coach Carnes' final words with his Wildcats.
Got a 4-point game. I think that's about as big a lead as either team has had in this game. And it's a Twin Rivers Bloomfield game.
You bet. You bet. Got to make for an exciting ending here. Gibbs working against Watson. Over to Vandiver. Seth Nelson, Snyder back in, and Watson with the steal and the layup. Heads up defense there by Watson.
And Bloomfield really doesn't need any more empty possessions, at least not right now, but trailing by 6.
Snyder, foul on the floor.
Still going to send him to the line.
Foul against Underberg, his third. And Gibbs, as you said, Terry, Gibbs will now go to the line. It's 18 fouls against the Royals.
This Bloomfield team, especially in the fourth quarter of these games, has really shot free throws well.
And good on both.
And usually when I say that, it's the kiss of death, but that time Gibbs proved me right.
Underberg going to be called for the charge. It's good defense there by Tristan Mitchell. And that will be 4 on Underberg, I believe. Yes, it is.
Let out of control. Give a chance to Bloomfield to get back. Another 2.
Vandiver working against Snyder. Fox steps in. Finds Battles. Vandiver inside. Nice scoop move. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Then
fouled.
He's fouled. So he tried to go back up.
Steph Snyder, and that's going to be his 4th foul. Snyder's done an excellent job of keeping Vandiver in check tonight. Vandiver only has 8 points. He's been scoring over 20 pretty much every game this tournament.
And Andrew Middlestat checks in for the Royals as Seth to get a breather. Vandiver short.
Shoots 2.
Gets 2. Was in the act of shooting. Long on the second. Policed up by Ray. Watson down to Worley.
Bloomfield's dropped
Watson
into a
Worley.
2-3 zone.
Out of bounds off Bloomfield. He'll stay with the Royals. Wilkerson now setting the offense. Watson. Shot won't go. Rebound Middlestat, but they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Royals. It's Middlestat, and I believe that was Tyler Battles tied up there.
Middlestat's giving Coach Benson some very quality minutes in this game.
Worley shooting the 3.
Count.
Nice looking shot there. It gives the Royals the largest lead of the ball game for either team at 7.
His second 3 of the game, 10th point.
Battles drives the baseline and gets the roll. Worley for 3 again. In and out. Rebound Vandiver. Pushes the ball up to Battles. Won't. Gibbs picks up the rebound. Fox for three. Long and Battles. Ball off Battles. Back to the Royals with 5.5 to go here in the ball game and a 5-point lead.
Bloomfield's going to 2-2-1 full court press.
Timeout Royals. We'll take a quick break and be back.
Hi, I'm Cecil Weeks of Quality Center here in downtown Malden, where we've been in business since 1977. We have the best selection of Whirlpool and Maytag appliances. We also have the latest LCD, LED, and plasma high-definition televisions from LG and Sharp, as well as the finest furniture for your living room or bedroom. And don't forget, delivery is available. So come and experience the Quality Center Furniture and Appliance Store in downtown Malden.
At Glen St. GMC in Rector, we've been at the same location since 1954. At this location, we just had the GMC lines. That's why we're called the truck people. We had the all-new 2014 Sierras in stock, along with Acadias, Yukons, and Terrains.
My late grandfather, Glenn Sane, was always known as a top GMC dealer in the area, and we still receive top awards from GMC in sales and service, and that's something we're very proud of.
Glenn Sane, God bless our troops.
And we're back. Twin Rivers will inbound the ball. Out off Wildcats.
Hey, Bloomfield's ratcheting up the pressure. Going man-to-man pressure now. Coach Benson called the timeout to deal with the 2-2-1 zone press, and then coming out of the timeout, Coach Carnes switches to man-to-man.
Watson doesn't get the roll. Rebound Fox over to Gibbs. Up to Newell. And he's called for the charge.
Rice stood his ground.
Middlestat there had position on the block, and Ray posted up on him, and then Middlestat slid right out of the way, freeing up Fox, and Ray didn't move except to go down. Off the Wildcats, it'll stay with the Royals.
I like the freshman point guards on both teams in this, both Chance Wilkerson and Gibbs.
Wilkerson presses, and we got a block.
Wilkerson
go against Newell.
Yeah, Wilkerson may have stepped on Newell's foot or something, twisted an ankle. He's going to go to the line.
Short.
Wilkerson has 8 in the game. That's his.
Good on the second. Push that lead back out to 6. Gibbs finds Newell, finds.
Walk.
Yep, Mitchell. In the effort to get position, hold up and let the defense fly by.
Well,
took that extra step.
Yeah, and Worley disrupted him just enough to cause that walk.
I know they tell you not necessarily always to put the ball on the floor when you're down low, but sometimes you put the ball on the floor to set yourself. Worley, short, rebound Gibbs.
And that's the foul. You don't want to commit that foul 90 feet away from the basket here with 4.5 minutes left.
And even more so the 6-point lead and giving your opponent a chance to catch up with no time going off the clock.
Tell them your question again, say you'll answer the championship game.
Okay, and here's my trivia question again for the night. Name 3 players that have played in this tournament that are currently on an NFL roster or Division I football team roster. I can name 3 of them. I'll give you the answer during the championship game, but tweet or email your answers because we want to see what you all think.
Well, if we're going to wait till the championship game, then we can keep asking it for another couple of games.
Oh,
Game and a half. You bet.
Start dusting off the cobwebs of the old brain.
Watson cannot convert the front end. Ray up. Vanderbilt going to be called for the foul. Ray a shoot 2.
That's Vanderver's 4th.
And we got timeout Wildcats. We'll take a break and be back.
At Glen St. GMC in Rector, we've been at the same location since 1954. At this location, we just had the GMC lines. That's why we're called the truck people. We have the all-new 2014 Sierras in stock, along with Acadias, Yukons, and Terrains.
My late grandfather, Glenn Sane, was always known as a top GMC dealer in the area, and we still receive top awards from GMC in sales and service, and that's something we're very proud of.
Glenn Sane, God bless our troops.
Are you suffering from gradual hearing loss? Well, visit the Audibel Hearing Centers in Dexter and Poplar Bluff for the latest in hearing technology. Audibel offers the wireless range hearing aid featuring the latest noise reduction system and virtually eliminates buzzing and whistling. Combined with the all-new SurfLink Mobile, Audibel hearing aids can make it easier to enjoy TV, music, cell phone conversations, and more. No wires attached. Stop by for a consultation and receive a new Kindle Fire tablet free with your hearing aid purchase. Experience hearing excellence with Audibel.
We'll have Eric Ray at the line shooting 2 for the Royals. 4:15 to go here in the ball game. Nice looking shot there.
Royals kind of methodically extending their lead.
Both of them. Fox now bring the ball down for the Wildcats, working against Jace Worley. Snyder, Gibbs against Watson. Goes up. Oh. Blocked by Middlestad, but Middlestad's called for the foul.
I told him Middlestad's first.
Okay, and there we have the question now on the screen for you. Again, the answer will be in the finals as Gibbs comes up short on the first one. That was Middlestad's first foul. So he was called for the blocking foul.
I know we said it a few times, but I like the game that Middlestad's played.
And Gibbs cannot, or excuse me, Gibbs not able to convert the second either. Ray called for the walk.
Double teamed underneath, trying to get the ball out.
Under 4 now to go.
Big possession for Bloomfield. They're going to have to get something going here. That's one way to do it.
Tristan Mitchell. And the foul's going to be on Eric Ray. Again, Mitchell, great job using his body to screen.
Very clever. Just finding a way to get the ball up there.
And 4 fouls now against Ray. Cannot convert the and one. Ray to Watson. Douglas will pull it out. Watson unable to handle the pass.
A little bit
So
behind.
turnover back to the Wildcats with a 6-point lead and 3:38 to go in the ball game. And Douglas will get to take a break. Wilkerson checks back in. Newell. Won't go. Rebound Middlestat. Watson, Snyder. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Won't get the putback. Rebound Vandiver. Vandiver looking to go the length. He dishes off to Newell. Wilkerson called for the foul, and Newell will go to the line to shoot the traditional three, or attempt at it.
That's good spacing by Bloomfield on that. They had 3-on-1 break, and the guys on the wings were spaced out wide enough to where Vandiver could dish to one of them.
Newell unable to convert. Worley back out to Wilkerson to Watson. Wilkerson guarded by Fox. Finds Middlestat underneath.
Chance Wilkerson showed that he's older than a freshman. That's a good freshman out there, showing a lot of
Mitchell
maturity.
with the putback. Worley to Ray.
Ray
Coach
now
Benson's
has
telling
12.
his Royals,
Newell.
slow it down as Newell doesn't get the roll, but Mitchell puts it back. It doesn't get the roll, in and out. Clary saves it. And we got timeout Bloomfield. It's good hustle by Alex Gibbs to police up that ball. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications. There really is no better choice.
Hey, we're back. Sorry about that. As ran into my good friend Perry Russell, or Russell Perry, excuse me, from South Pemmonscott. Steele there. He's here to watch his team in the, I guess it's the consolation or third place games. Well, Here we go. We got 6 points and under 2 minutes to go. 1:55 left on the clock. Ball with the Wildcats.
And this place is filling up. There's people lined along the walls. We still got 2 games to go, and this one's not over with.
Vandiver to scoop, won't go. Good defense there by the Royals, no foul. Wilkerson showing his ball handling abilities there as he gets around Fox. Down low to Ray. Newell now. Fox couldn't handle the pass. Ray with a steal.
Good heads-up defensive play by Eric Ray there.
And the Royals now looking to take some time off the clock.
That's going to be an
there,
offensive
Wilkerson
foul.
called for the charge. Almost like Newell just kind of stepped in there and dared him to try to go around him.
Newell
and he
stepped
did.
in there, and Wilkerson, when you extend the elbow and you make contact, you're going to get called on you.
Yep.
Big possession, a crucial possession for Bloomfield. They can't come up empty this time.
Fox, Vandiver.
There's
knocked away by
Middlestat.
Middlestat. And there's Mitchell and Ray tying it up. The possession arrow will stay with the Wildcats.
But there was Middlestat again to deny Vandiver the shot. There's Middlestat with the steal. Can't say enough about the play of Andrew Middlestat in this game.
Coach Benson now under a minute telling his players slow it down. Wilkerson looking for three. Pulls it back out, being double teamed. Foul's going to go against Fox with 45 seconds to go in the ball game and a 6-point lead. Makes one as both teams now in the double bonus, so he'll shoot two.
Yeah, you can make it a three-possession game if it just makes one. He's 2 for 3 or 3 for 4 from the line.
Now 4 for 5.
We'll make it 4 for 6. He missed one in the first half. Good young guards in this game between Chance Wilkerson and Alex Gibbs, and also Nathan Newell.
Fox for three. A little long, won't go. Rebound
There's
Wilkerson. Fox runs up underneath. Little handshake there. And Wilkerson to go back to the line with 35 seconds to go.
And Wilkerson's 5 for 6 from the line in this half. It's 11 points.
There's 9 points. This will make it a 4-possession game. And good.
Cool as the other side of the pillow is Wilkerson.
Gibbs drives the lane, gets the roll. 27 seconds. We got timeout. We're going to keep it right here, the producer says. So we'll do what he says.
That puts Alex Gibbs in double figures. The other good freshman guard. We got Chance Wilkerson for Twin Rivers and Alex Gibbs for Bloomfield, the freshman point guards that are really showing something. Then you got sophomores. You got sophomores like Andrew Middlestaff for Twin Rivers and Nathan Newell and Noah Vandiver for Bloomfield. These both good young teams, and these guys are showing that they're mature beyond their freshman years. They've got a lot to look forward to.
You bet. And there's the buzzer. Ball will be with the Royals. Wildcats will press.
It will be a man press.
Get it into Watson. Foul on Gibbs to stop the clock.
It's going to be Gibbs' fourth.
Watson just 0 for 1 from the line. Obviously, Chance Wilkerson was not in the ball game as Coach Benson getting his senior leadership back in there, but Watson might be the better. Well, you don't want to be fouling Chance Wilkerson, the success he's had here late. But Watson didn't miss a beat. Bottom of the net.
Watson's just a junior.
And here we have Mitchell and Vandiver back in for offensive reasons. Watson converts both.
He now has 6 in the game.
Battles for 3. Good.
Oh, count it.
And there's the foul by Battles on Watson.
Well, Ed, it looks like Twin Rivers is going to come out of this with the fifth place championship game. Championship, but give your hats off to Bloomfield. They come in as a 12th seed. They were scruffling coming into the tournament, but they've showed that they're going to be a pretty good team.
And good on the second for an 8-point lead. 3 possessions, 15 seconds. Battles, shot, won't go. Rebound Fox. Underberg throws it up. Out of bounds, goes with the Royals. And so if Coach Carnes tells his players go ahead and fall back, 2.9 seconds to go. But like you said, Terry, tip your hat to the Bloomfield Wildcats. Number 12 seed coming in here, playing for the 5th place championship, coming up just a little short. And congratulations for a nice win by the Twin Rivers Royals. Yep. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the game stats.
This game brought to you in part by Chris Brannon, your Dexter State Farm agent, located at 912 North 1 Mile Road. Give him a call for a free quote on your auto, home, and life insurance needs. 624-1953. Chris Brannon wishes good luck to all this year's teams. And Doffer's Steakhouse in Dexter. Make a reservation for your New Year's Eve dinner with Doffer's in downtown Dexter. Dinner is from 4 until 10. Call for reservations. Live entertainment provided by Maggie Thorne, and it includes a 4-course meal. The meal has an option of an 11-ounce New York strip with shrimp, lobster thermidor, sea bass, or chicken marsala. Call for more details. 624-5100 to make your reservation today. This game brought to you in part by A-Plus Family Clinic in Portageville, located at 203 East 3rd Street in Portageville. Family nurse practitioner Lorna Turnage and the staff are there to serve you. Give them a call for your next appointment, 379-2100. And Delta Auto Parts and Salvage in Portageville, specializing in domestic car and light truck parts, located on Highway 61 North in Portageville. Go online to deltaautoparts.com. Colin Darty and his staff are there to serve you. Delta Auto Parts and Salvage in Portageville. And Butler Drugs in Portageville for all your prescription needs. Stop by at 222 East Main Street in Portageville or give them a call, 379-5469. Also a great destination for gifts and jewelry.
And welcome back. And Terry, like you said, is a tradition, or just what we'd expect between a Bloomfield Twin Rivers ball game.
Sure
Pretty
was.
tight ball game back and forth. Ultimately, Twin Rivers victorious as they were able to pull out to about a 6-8 point lead, and but there was no quit in Bloomfield at all. They tried to make the comeback. Just a couple of shots wouldn't fall, and then they just ran out of time.
And just give Bloomfield all the credit in the world. They come in here as a 12th seed, and they acquitted themselves well in every game they played. You know, beating Saxony Lutheran by 15 at 29-point turnaround second half. Then coming back against Malden, trailing most of the game, getting it into overtime, and then just dominating the overtime. Let's give Bloomfield a lot of credit for having a great tournament. And again, Twin Rivers, it's a Twin Rivers team. They play defense. They're fundamentally sound. They don't have any huge scores, but they spread it around. And and like you just said, it was a Twin Rivers Bloomfield game. It's going to be hard-fought games, and it certainly was.
Yep. So real quick, we'll let you go through the individual stats there, and we'll call it a game.
Okay.
Get ready for the next game.
Okay. It was, again, balanced scoring for both teams. Bloomfield scored 50 points, and Alex Gibbs was the freshman point guard, was their leading scorer with 10. But you had 8 by Noah Vandiver, 8 by Tristan Mitchell, 8 by Tim Fox, 7 to Nathan Newell, 6 to Tyler Battles, 3 to Jacob Cleary for their 50 points for the victorious Twin Rivers Royals. They were led in scoring by Eric Ray with, I'll take it back, Chance Wilkerson, the freshman point guard, led them in scoring with 13. Eric Ray had 12, Jace Worley 10, 7 for Nathan Watson, 6 for Mason Douglas, and 3 for Zach Underberg. Playing and not scoring with Seth Snyder, who did a really good defensive job on Noah Vandiver. That's quite a battle that Noah Vandiver and Seth Snyder had underneath during the whole game. So good balance scoring from each team, good balance by each team. Again, a typical Bloomfield Twin Rivers game. They're always entertaining.
You bet. So again, stick around. We got game number 25, the third place game against the South Pemiscot Bulldogs and the Hayti Indians. Two Pemiscot County teams that see a lot of each other. Ought to be an exciting game. They both have a lot of athleticism and a couple of guys that can score on each side of the ball there.
We got 2 great games coming up. The gym is filling up. They've already pulled out the side court bleachers, seating people on the side of the court. So it's the last night of the Bloomfield tournament, and it's always great.
You bet. Well, again, alongside Terry McVeigh, I'm Ed Gargas. Thank you for watching. Stick around. In 8 minutes, we got another one. We'll be right back.